features that the LG G2 has that your phone should have it. So you already know it. So if you use a lock screen, of course everyone does use a lock screen. You have lock screen shortcuts on the bottom section. So like for example, you want to open dialer, just swipe for the icon and it opens. You want to open clock and it opens. It's very useful. I mean, sure, your phone today also has it, but it's only just 2. While this one has, yes, it's 5 of that. You can also customize this by choosing a different tab. Like for example, I want Play Store. Just no, save, and yeah, that opens Play Store. At least it's much faster to open it than opening it from the app drawer. That makes sense, at least. So yeah, that's the feature number 1. Feature number 2. So if you use lock swipe, you should also have those effects, like for example, I select soda. If you tap on the screen, it shows up these effects. Well, sad to say, they weren't on your current phone. That's just sad. Although some phones have it also, but I don't see many of it having it today. At least that's, yeah, it's the feature number 2. You can also customize it as well. Yep, that's just cool. Okay, so here is the feature number 3. If you use a lock pin, like for example, let me just add a pin in here, you have the option to randomize the pin pad. So you can see it's random. So yeah, it's gonna randomize the pad every time you use your phone. As you can see, it's useful as a security feature, because the fact that, yeah, you can see this, yeah, your camera can't, I mean my camera can't see it, but there are fingerprints left on the screen, which, you know, if someone stole your phone, they can know where you tap it. But if it does randomize, then it will make them confused. You can also, okay, let's go to the next one. So if you use a lock pattern, let's just edit. You can select how your dots will look like. I mean, this is the default one, but you can change it to like this if you're bored using the same dots. Also, yeah, you can at least change it. You can see that. Nice. You can also, you know what? Okay, here's more. So here it is. So here is the feature. So this is the so-called forget pattern. So if you forget your pattern lock, you can just recover it without actually formatting your phone. Although it's not exclusive for the G2, but you know, I don't see many of modern phones using this due to the fact they have full disk encryption out of the box. I mean, yes, most of the phones today are factory encrypted, so that's why this option doesn't exist. If you have a newer phone, maybe if you have a older phone with this, I mean like the same year as the LG G2 came out, then you might probably have it still. Okay, let's go to the next feature. So the next feature is screen of effects. Yeah, you already know this before. I actually showcased this before. Yeah, there are three of them, but I used the retro TV effect. It looks so cool. So the next feature is button navigation bar customization. It's not just about changing colors, of course you can change the colors, but you can also change the layout as well. Just look at this center back button. It's not just about changing the layout. You can also add other different buttons like pull down the notification tray, quick memo plus. Yeah, that's how it works. Or even Q slide. That's just so useful, and customization is pretty much, customizable. But yeah, while phones today have the same, but you only can change where the back button and recent apps button goes. You cannot put your back button in the center like I did. It's just so nice to have those options, but it's just too bad that many of our phones today doesn't have it. It's not just about customization features, it's also about some things pretty utilitarian, and it's LED. I mean the notification LED, which is placed next to your earpiece speaker. It usually lights up when you're charging, or if you get a new notification or something. It's just useful, although we have always on display, but yeah, it uses more battery compared to the LED notification, which actually lights up like this. You can see that. I'm just gonna move my camera closer to the... Yeah, you can see it. But it's not just about the front, there's also another one in the back, which usually lights up when you turn on the phone. You can see it. It's just so cool. But it's just too bad that our phones today doesn't have it. Although some phones have it still, but I really find it very rare. You're lucky if you have one, but most of the time you don't. So another feature in here is changing the speed and pitch of audio. So while you have a built-in equalizer in here, but if you want to mess up more with audio settings and stuff, you can change the pitch or the speed. Yeah, it's sad to say that not most phones have these extra audio customization and some such. It's just so nice. It's not just about changing audio effects, it's also about having multiple wallpapers for a one smartphone. Isn't that cool? So I selected this picture. I'm gonna select this picture for the next one. Let's add at least 5 of it. Maybe yes. Let's do this. It's just cool seeing it, but it's just sad that no other phones have it, so I'm gonna add this to my list. Okay, there it goes. 5 out of 5. So if I scroll on my home screen like this, you can see the wallpaper changes. Another. See, it's just so cool. So yeah, this is all of the features I mentioned that this phone has.